What is up, everybody? Lord Lorcan here, your not-so-sophisticated Satanist, coming at you with the very first episode of Unholier Than Thou. I am sitting here with Donald J. Thomas, COS citizen and lead singer of Brackish Tide. Give it up. All right, yeah.
Thanks for having me on, brother.
First episode, gotta have someone I know on.
Good stuff.
Everyone else would just laugh at me. So, all right, what we're doing now is we're alcoholing up. Toast to the first show. Yeah, man. Ah, yeah, good stuff. Drinking a little something called Sweet Bitch. Puts a little tingle on your tongue. It's good stuff. So here we are. We finally made it and everything. And out of all the people who said that it wouldn't happen, who was really just me talking to myself in the mirror and everything, here we are. So hopefully this doesn't go as terrible as I dreamed it would. So how you doing, man?
Good, brother.
Excited to be here?
Oh, yeah.
You look it. You're starting to get flushed and everything. We've already had a little bit of this. So.
Yeah. I'll be naked by the end of it.
Oh, God, I just was hoping you'd say that, man. That right there makes it worth for all you watchers, man. He's going to show you his willy. Stay tuned. It's coming. All right, man. So we're going to start off with confession. It's a segment where we go deep inside the mind of the guest and everything. So let's start out. Do you consider yourself an introvert or an extrovert?
Introvert.
Shyness. So you're a shy guy.
Unless there's alcohol or a microphone in my hand.
Well, actually, yeah. On stage you open up, and once you get some of this going through you, yeah. This is the orange juice for old Donnie. So. But that's a good thing, man. At least you found a way to express yourself.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so let's go back. Tell these fine folks what was the worst phase in your life.
2012, 2013, being diagnosed with Crohn's disease.
Crohn's.
Yeah, it took a little while to find the right medication to get me ironed out.
That's good.
Yeah, but that medication was Humira.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah.
So what was happening the first couple times when they had you on the wrong stuff?
Well, none of it was working, and the go-to drug was prednisone, and that's just no good to be on for a long period of time.
What kind of side effects? I mean, what was it doing to you?
Well, it's lowered my bone density. I still have to be careful not to get too drunk and fall down. And stuff will break easy.
I'll catch you.
Diabetes, but it didn't bother me in that way. But there's just a long string of stuff it can do if you're on it for a long period of time, which I was, and a rather high dose.
Sounds messed up, man. So if you got Crohn's disease and you're not on Humira, get with your doctor, because it worked for this man. It could work for you. So, now that I've plugged my financial backer, no, I'm just kidding.
Better have good insurance. It's not cheap.
Yeah, I know. Oh, well, without insurance, you can't afford.
It's like $40,000 a year.
Oh, man. 40 grand a year, and you said it's one shot every 2 weeks.
One injection every 2 weeks.
Man, so that's only 20-some shots a year, and it's $40-some thousand. That's insane, man. See, right there.
I think it's between 37 and 40,000 for my dose. Yeah,
that's so crazy. So, that aside and everything, well, I'm glad you're better, and everything seems to be straightened out for the best. So, when you're sitting all alone and by yourself, what do you think about, man? Besides me.
No.
I knew it!
Most of the time, just music. Lyrics. Ideas. Lyrics.
Well, you are a lead singer in a band, so writing lyrics is key. So, what kind of stuff do you write about, man?
Flowers. Pretty stuff. Butterflies.
Butterflies. I was going to say, you got to have flowers and butterflies and everything like that.
No.
Well, that's good.
Devils.
For a metal band.
Devils and demons and witches and vampires.
Holding butterflies and sniffing flowers.
No, I was kidding about all that.
No, yeah, I've heard some of your lyrics, and it's a bit scary.
I like spooky.
Hey, but spooky is better. Spooky is always great. look at my desk, man. Mr. Bones here. Yeah. Hi, Mom. How you doing? Here's a side story. I literally asked my mom a few months ago if when she passed away, if she would leave me her skull and her will. Me personally, I saw nothing wrong with that. She looked at me like I was a psychopath.
Perfectly normal.
Moms. It's crazy. So, all these bastards out there treat you like garbage and everything like that. Do you believe in giving them second chances, man?
Not bastards.
Well, everyone's a bastard. If they woke up today, they're a bastard. You're a bastard!
Yeah, no, it's forgiveness and second chances is pretty much a thing that's handed out as I see fit.
That's good.
If it's, obviously someone special to me,
So,
they get it.
do you forgive me for inviting you over here and interviewing you?
We'll discuss it later.
I'm so screwed. Here comes another ritual. God, I can already feel myself burning. So, well, since you're so forgiving, what's your favorite comedian right now and why, man? What do you go to for a laugh?
George Carlin.
Carlin. Hey, man, Carlin was God. Carlin was God. So what'd you like about Carlin other than the fact that he hated everything?
Just he was very hard on religion. Which I am.
Oh, yeah, you are. Yeah. Mean. You're one of the mean Christians. No. Yeah, man, I tell you, Carlin was dark. But you know what? He wasn't dark at first. I think back to his earlier stuff and everything like that. I think he was trying too hard. He was trying to be funny and everything. And I think once he got to the point where he was like, you know what, I just don't give a shit. I'm just gonna go out and offend everybody. Then he nailed it. Then he had it.
I've got a lot of his old stuff on vinyl.
Do you?
Yeah. I got three vinyl albums.
This is the Vinyl King.
Love it.
He has. Do you even know how many he has?
I have no idea.
It's got to be hundreds.
Oh, sure.
Got to be hundreds. I mean, it's his whole wall. He's got like 2 long stacks of them. It's insane. And if you ask for something, I'm pretty sure you could probably just go to it and tell you where it is.
Mostly metal.
Yeah.
And some classical.
Yeah, actually, if you go to the Brackish Tide, if you look up Brackish Tide on Facebook and everything, once a week, this gentleman in the band, his go-to name is Goat. The Goat. He's the Goat. He releases Goat's vinyl pick of the week, which is interesting. Some of them I've never even heard of, and me as a metal fan, I'm like, holy shit! How did I miss that? So I actually learn a few things once a week from watching his posts. Pretty cool. So, what goals do you have right now that are going to change your life?
Well, I'm gonna attempt to write a book starting early next year.
What kind of book? Drama, comedy, horror, porn.
No, just pretty much probably most likely be just a collection of essays.
Ah.
On how I think about certain things and yeah.
Nice. I too am writing a book. Do you find that interesting, people? No, because you're here to listen to his story. God damn it, no one ever wants to hear my story. So,
quit trying to steal my show, bitch.
I know, man. I'm sorry. God, see, it's this sweet bitch I'm drinking.
I need more.
So, I'm gonna write a book. I'm gonna go down in history on the pages of the world. Sounds interesting.
Yeah.
How many copies do you think you're gonna sell?
2. Mine and yours.
One of them's mine, man. I'm telling you, they better be signed. I want a lipstick kiss on that first page
You
too.
got it, bro. Maybe I'll give you a mushroom stamp.
Oh man. Well, never mind. Yeah, who wants a book? So, let's go ahead and change the topic here. So, what's your go-to drink, man?
Captain and Cola.
Captain rum.
Spice rum.
Spiced rum. I hate rum.
Loser.
I'm a loser, but I hate most alcohols. I have yet to find an alcohol that really taste good. And I know they're not supposed to taste good unless you're getting like bubblegum schnapps and crap like that.
You don't have to drink them as strong as I do.
Well, yeah, you're like, he's like, here's the glass, it's Captain and Coke. Drop a Coke, hey, see if the Coke's in there. Well, yeah, I'm telling you, it's, I've had one you made me, and, yeah, she made me do the face, man, she made me do, so, it's pretty tough. Now, my wife, she was taking it like a champ, man. It was like, she was throwing it back, she's got like 6, 7 in her, and I'm sitting there trying to get the first time, I'm like, oh god, it tastes like shit.
Yeah, she does a good job keeping up with me.
Oh yeah, but she used to tell me, if you drink the first one, the rest of them don't taste as bad. Right. And I'm like, yeah, but it's getting that first one down. It sucks, man.
So it's actually a weak liquor. It's not
rum.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've had whiskey. I've had the Irish whiskey. I used to try and drink the Knot. It's an Irish whiskey called the Knot, and that was interesting. Shots I can do as long as I've got a chaser. I can slam a shot and get a good beer chaser going down with it and everything like that. I've had some mixed drinks, but then I feel like such a girl. I don't mean to offend you ladies out there, but I see you ladies getting these mixed drinks and everything like that.
Look what we're drinking
Oh,
tonight.
this is champagne.
It's actually good.
Yeah, it's actually really good. It's called Sweet Bitch. If you can find it, that's what it's called, Sweet Bitch. It's a champagne to have a wine of it. I hate wine. It's unless it's really, I haven't found a really sweet wine. Everything to me has to be sweet. It has to be sweet. So I just knew this was right for me. So get off the drinks. How about food? What's your favorite food?
I would have to say it's a nice slab of medium rare sirloin.
So you like the meat?
I do.
I knew he liked the meat.
Bloody.
We're gonna take a quick break. No. So steak. Yeah, I mean, I tell you, steak and ribs are my thing. Steak. I've always been a steak and potato kind of guy. But I think I'd actually prefer ribs more, man. So, but man, there's nothing better than a good steak. It's just.
Yep. I'm a big pizza head too. I love pizza.
Yeah. Pizza is the reason why I'm in the situation I'm in now.
Yeah, lose some weight, please.
I'm trying. Actually, I'm not. I'm really not. No, I like food too much, man. And the cakes and the cookies call to me late at night, and they just ruin my life. So, man, ice cream. Oh my god, I have to have ice cream. If you took ice cream away from me, I would have to commit suicide. Life is not worth living unless you have ice cream. Am I right? Go on. I hear ice cream. So, what do you do to relax at the end of the day besides alcohol?
Oh, the ritual chamber lit with fine black candles and some form of ambient music, classical stuff.
And you do ambient music. You actually make it.
Yeah, I do.
Pretty good stuff.
So far, pretty much just for myself, but there is another one of those coming too that will be released to a wider audience.
Nice. You got 2 out already, right?
Yes.
They're actually really good. They're actually, especially if you're doing anything in the ritual chamber. Very good stuff.
That's exactly what I've done it for.
For those of you out there watching, and we have not gotten to that part of the discussion yet, and you're wondering what this is on the wall, and you hear us saying ritual chamber, I'm going to go ahead and clarify something really fast before we go any further and people start, I can't watch this. So, we are Satanists. Now, wait a minute. We're not devil worshippers. We're Satanists. When people ask me what Satanism is, me personally, I say it's atheism with style. Okay? We're better at it. We take the more fun, dark, twisted route. It's Halloween every day for us, and there's no denying that people need ritual in their life. Every day's a ritual. From when you're getting up in the morning and you get your cup of coffee and you read the newspaper, that's a ritual. It's something you do regularly and everything. And I think for a Satanist, some kind of emotional, just ritual is needed and required. And if more people did it and everything, the world would be a better place. I'm telling you. But look it up before you judge us. Satanism, as in Church of Satan. We are both Church of Satan members. Look up Anton LaVey, Peter Gilmore. Go to thechurchofsatan.com. Learn about it and everything. It is not devil worship. We do not believe in the devil. So,
Nope.
just want to let you know that just before you guys wig out. And to all my Satanist people out there who are watching, hail Satan. So, that is a good thing to do at the end of the day and everything. It just flushes all that
feels good.
crap out. It really does, man. It's nice. I don't do it often. I really don't. Actually, you know, I think I do ritual more in my head.
Yeah.
I really do. I think it's more of I just close my eyes for a little bit and I wish that bastard who cut me off on the highway was dead. So, and you know who you are, you bastard. All right. So, if there's one thing you want to be remembered by, what would it be?
Well, music. I think that's pretty cool.
Well, you will go down. There'll always be your CDs to buy.
Yeah.
And,
Yep. It doesn't go away once it's there.
absolutely, unless people are trashing it. And if I find out you're doing it, so. But yeah, I feel you there as a fellow musician and everything. It's really one of the few ways I feel I can speak.
Yeah.
Because I'm definitely not a wordsmith. Sorry. Thus the not so sophisticated Satanist. I see some of these guys out there who speak very well. Adam Campbell, very well spoken gentleman, everything like that. But I need a dictionary. Sitting with me a lot of times while you're talking, I just pause it, you know, after it's played. Ah, that's what it means. But that's my fault, you know. That's me dropping the ball years ago when I couldn't learn to talk. But I live out here in the sticks, and these folk wore off on me and everything. So nah, I talk a little less sophisticated. You know what I'm saying? All right, so that is the end of Confession for Donald here and everything like that. We're going to take a quick break and we will be right back with our next segment, which is Gospels of the Unholy. Be right back. All right, everybody, how you doing? All right, Gospels of the Unholy is the segment here, and this is the darker part of the show. So, tell us, man, what is the story of how you discovered the Satanic Bible?
Well, I'm going to start with my early childhood. Being fascinated with horror movies at an early age. Loved playing in graveyards. There were plenty around where I grew up.
Who didn't, right?
Right. Perfectly normal. I never got into sports. Never anything that regular people like. Just
For all you out there who like sports, sorry. We're not insinuating that you're not regular, but
no,
you're not.
I'm not regular.
You're not regular. So none of us are regular.
Yeah, so you know that was. I collected weird stuff, all the skulls, and just fascinated with Halloween. A lot of horror movies, and around the age of 12, started to get into the more Metallica, Anthrax, Slayer.
Yeah, good stuff.
All that stuff. King Diamond, of course, came along, and you see Anton LaVey's name in some of King's artwork,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was the album The Eye.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's very open about it. Very, very, very open about it.
And a friend of mine was at a bookstore, and he came back and told me he'd seen a book called The Satanic Bible. And I just had to have it. To go with the rest of the stuff that I collected over the years. And
So at that time you had no idea what it was about?
No. Well, this was I was probably 15 at this point. when I got my hands on it.
Mm.
Yeah, so I read it. I had to hide it, read a little bit at a time, and
Hide it. Oh, from mommy and daddy.
oh yeah, couldn't be seen with that.
Yeah. Well, so you got the book from your friend, so we can all thank whoever that friend is. Who's that friend?
Yeah.
That friend.
Mm-hmm.
So we can thank that friend. I don't. Maybe you're a dick now. So
No. To this day, he still hasn't read it.
Really?
Yep. And he took me. He was a few years older, so he had his license in a car, so he could just go. And yeah, he took me up there to get it.
But he refused to read it.
Yep.
Sad.
Still has not read it.
I'll
To
tell
this
you.
day.
The my whole life I was raised Christian, and which a lot of people are, but I remember seeing in Barnes and Noble. I remember seeing the Satanic Bible, and I remember just it was this. I had two feelings simultaneously: fear.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, I have to touch this. You know what I mean? It was just,
yeah.
Oh, I'm like looking around, making sure people are watching and shit.
Well, I want to be honest. I picked it up and put it back. And picked it up and put it back.
Took you a few tries, huh?
Yeah.
Once you open them pages, man.
Yeah. And then over the years, found out that there was more books by LaVey, and we had to special order those. They didn't know. They didn't keep those on the shelf.
Yeah. It's because bookstores suck.
Yeah. Around here.
Unless you're in a cult bookstore, then all right.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right. Well, that's pretty cool. So
about 15 years old.
15. And you're 42 now.
Easy. No, 37.
So you've been a well, okay. Well, this actually takes me to my next question. So, in Satanism, you realize that you're born a Satanist. So it's really not a question of reading the book and deciding, well, I'll be a Satanist. It's more of you read the book and it's like, oh my gosh, oh holy hell, I'm a Satanist. So when did you realize you were a Satanist? When you read the book, or did it take a while?
Well, it was certainly something about it that resonated with me, even at age 15. But it was something that got put away and come back, and I'd go back to it later, and it really hit me. I'm going to say around the age of 28, it really hit me.
So it did take a while to really kind of.
Oh, yeah.
But I mean, so your family had a lot to do with the reason why. So, let me go ahead and. So, how did your family react, or do they know?
They do not know.
So hopefully, mommy doesn't watch this little interview
Yeah,
here, right?
I mean, they know I'm a good person.
Yeah.
If they don't.
Hey, Mom, if you're watching this,
She knows.
Okay.
She knows.
okay, Dad, or like
Well, see,
brother or
Growing up,
sister.
there was never any. We never had any religion in the family per se. I do remember a picture of Jesus being on the wall, but it never seemed like something to be worshipped.
Yeah.
It was, it was just pretty much probably everybody had a picture of Jesus.
It was in my house. Nice
but-
white guy.
But at the age of 12 is when my father passed away, and that's when religion started coming into the family.
So the death of a family member brings Jesus.
Yeah, it kind of swarmed in, the floodgate opened. But, yeah, and I was given a Bible, actually. I have my own, I still have that book with my name on it, and still have it. And I did read it, and couldn't buy into it at all.
Yeah.
I tried. I did try,
Yeah.
to be honest.
I think a lot of people. Well, I mean, I don't want to say a lot of people, but I did. I tried, but it was more for the sake of the family, and from as far back as I can remember, it was always buried into my head. Even what if? So the fear of what if,
Right.
I think drives a lot of people. It's like, well, it's better to worship now so that way when you die, just in case there's something out there, you want to be on the right side.
Right.
And to me, I tried to buy into it and everything like that, but man, I tell you, it just in the end, didn't work for me.
Well, my family pretty much, they know I'm an atheist. That's never been a secret. I'm out in the open about that all the time, and I get that question a lot. What if there is?
Yeah.
And I still, even if there was, could not get behind it.
I was gonna say, yeah, I couldn't either. If he showed up at my door, I'd be like, "You got a whole hell of a lot of explaining to do, buddy.
Right.
We're gonna have a little conversation. Let's get some sweet bitch and start talking." So.
Right on.
Yeah, I tell you, man, a lot of it's jacked up, but we're not gonna go there. So,
Nope.
Is there anything about the Satanic Bible that you don't agree with? Is there any part of it that really just kind of still doesn't make sense to you, or that you just don't like, you don't agree with?
Oh, I can't think of anything.
Everything about it, it was right up your alley.
Yeah, except for trying to speak the Enochian keys.
Actually, when I first got it and I opened that book and everything, first, I was already a little nervous as it was because I was just thirsty for that knowledge and everything like that. But like I said, growing up in a Christian household and having Christian family members that I knew were gonna friggin' just cast me aside once they found out that I was even toying with this. Man, I tell you, it was. I got halfway through that book, and then it went to those knocking keys, and I'm like, what the hell is this? I couldn't pronounce 99.9% of it. Then
yeah, that's tough to be able to pronounce that.
Yeah.
It was I don't know who the cat was, but he was on 9 cents, and he said it's okay if you can't speak it, because some of it does sound like LeVay dropped the typewriter down the steps.
He probably did. He's like, I can't remember how to type. I'll just spell it like this. Can't pronounce it, make some shit up. So, but yeah, so that's pretty much where I stopped reading. I flipped through to make sure there wasn't nothing else. And I was like, oh man. I was like, yeah, this is a little bit too much for me. So I've already explained to you people that my vocabulary is junk. So with the Enochian keys, it was just done. I was lost.
Well,
So
I think there is English, the English version behind it, the regular version.
That's what I need, the English version. But it's probably not as. It probably doesn't sound as good. The English language just sounds like crap anyway. Probably because we speak it, but. I've heard people.
My version of English certainly sounds like crap.
I've heard people speak French and ask, where's the bathroom, and it just sounds amazing. It sounds just fantastic. So, all right. So if you could have asked Anton LaVey one question, what would it have been?
Yeah. What in the world does Yankee Rose mean? It's in the back of the Satanic Bible.
Yankee Rose.
I think that's. I don't know if anybody. I've never heard anybody say what that means.
If you know what it means, put in the comments or message us or something like that, and let them know what Yankee Rose means. That's it. Out of all the questions you could possibly ask Anton LaVey.
Yeah, well, that's the first thing that came to mind. So.
Oh, well,
There you have it.
Good question, man. It was great. It's like walking up to the world's your greatest idol and just like, I like your suit, and then him just walking away. It's like fail. So, but good question, man. So,
that's came to mind.
So how do you think you're implementing the Satanic philosophy into your life to make it better right now?
Right now.
Every day.
Well, I can go back a few years, and the psychic vampire thing. Getting those people out of my life was.
Yeah.
That's a lot right there.
It really is.
I mean, if you don't have people dragging you down, you can get a lot done.
Oh yeah.
A lot done, and that's still to this day. I thank myself for.
It's a nice
getting
feeling.
rid of people.
Yeah. It's a nice feeling, isn't
Love
it? But it's sometimes I think it's a little shocking because when I did it, everyone went away. Everyone. I mean, I realized it was like, wow, man, and I am no victim by far. I'm no saint. I'm absolutely. Most people will classify me as a prick, but that's just because I don't sugarcoat anything. I think the truth is so much more fun than telling a lie. So when I tell people I'm not a liar, they don't believe me, of course, and people don't like my bluntness. They don't like it when I tell them straight how things are, and I'm like, why waste time with beating around the bush and everything like that? Just get right to it. Tell people they suck and then move on. So, but I actually have you? Is there one person that you got out of your life and everything who maybe tried to get back in?
Oh, sure.
They tell you why, or like maybe
don't give it.
You don't even give it a chance. See, this is where the second chance part. This is where it ends, right here. no second chances for you. If I've kicked you out, hit the road.
Right.
I actually just had somebody recently who we had a falling out, and actually it was a couple years ago, and it was over religion. Back in when I was still trying to hold on to it, and what sucks is I didn't believe it, I didn't buy it, and I wanted to stick with it for my mom and my dad and everything, because I didn't want them thinking that I was falling from grace and all this shit and everything. And my children had already been in church, and so me and him had a kind of a nasty split and everything like that. No, he wasn't a lover, but he blocked me and on Facebook and everything, and then he popped back up, unblocked me, I guess, just to check on me. I don't know why, but sent me a message, and he was pretty pissed off that I had declared myself a Satanist. And I was very straightforward, and I told him exactly how my life had taken the right turn finally, and I was not in denial anymore, and it was great being out in the open. And he was still pissed, and he was asking me if it was worth losing the friendship, and I simply said it was absolutely worth it. It was 100% worth losing that friendship to discover and to accept who I really was. Yeah. So it felt good.
I've never held it against anyone for being a Christian.
Yeah.
I don't do that.
Yeah. But they will hold it against you for being a Satanist. You better forgive. Jesus said forgive. But you better kill all them people who don't agree with you. So, well, I think that was pretty interesting and everything like that. So, what we're going to do is we're going to be right back in a few short seconds with our next segment, Satan Calling. Be right back. Alright everybody, next segment is called Satan Calling. So this is basically where I pick a word and we look at it from a satanic point of view. That's really it. So, in the name of Satan, we are repugnant. We offend. We are offensive. Why do you think people find us so offensive?
Well, because we take all of their little ridiculous beliefs and we dump cold water right on it.
That's right. Silence the madness. Yeah, I mean, I tell you, it's amazing how if from a religion like such as Christianity, who was supposed to be so forgiving and accepting, and Jesus taught tolerance and everything like that, it's amazing how intolerant and unaccepting of anybody else's views most Christians are. Most of them are, and they say that they are, but we just want to help you. We want to guide you in the right way. Well, you know what? You're doing nothing but pushing us further away. I mean, it's just madness. Some of the bullshit y'all believe. I've got this weekend. I'm coming up. I'm gonna stay in a whale for the weekend. Just like in the Bible. But yeah, man. I mean, it's crazy how people find us offensive just by our belief. I mean, and it's very down to earth and realistic. It's all about most of the things in the Satanic Bible are common sense. You know,
rational.
Yeah, I mean, if you strip religion away, that's kind of how you just should be if you don't want to be a dick. You know what I mean? So,
right.
but yeah. So if we, as Satanists, if we offend you, we're not sorry. We're not sorry. So I'm sorry I said that. So we're gonna jump right into the next segment now and everything, which is called Touching the Flame. This is basically where we take a small little piece of the Satanic Bible or the Satanic Scriptures and we just discuss it a little bit and everything. Not very long, but just to kind of, if you're watching and you're not familiar with the Satanic Bible or the satanic religion and everything, maybe this will help put a little knowledge in your head. So, all right, we're going to discuss the first satanic statement. Satan represents indulgence instead of abstinence. So, as carnal beings, why do you think it's best to live a life of indulgence rather than abstinence?
Well, you only get to go one time around. Do it up right while you're here.
That's right.
Enjoy it. It's life. Should be enjoyed.
Food tastes too good. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fasting. I'm not gonna. My mom used to do that in our house and everything like that. She Lent. I think it's called Lent, and she'd give up. She was a chocolate lover. She is a chocolate lover, and she would give up chocolate or something like that for Lent. I don't even know how many. It was like 30 days or something crazy and everything. And the whole time I'm just sitting there like, party on, mom. You know what I'm saying? To me, I never understood the concept of why a God would need you to stop eating a certain food or stop drinking a certain drink or something like that to let them know that you love them. Concerning he knows all.
Yeah, I'm going to indulge for a second here.
Indulgence, yes, indulge. There's nothing better than just drinking a little bit, eating a little bit too much, having sex a little bit too long, hurting yourself.
All right.
Or you can do all of them at the same time, you could be eating food off the person you're having sex with while they're pouring drink on you.
Food orgies.
That's right, man. And that is the basis of the satanic religion. No, I'm just kidding. But wouldn't it be great? I think I'm going to do that later on. So, yeah. I'm getting a little hot now, man. Stay away. All right, so that was the end of that segment right there and everything. We're coming right back at you in a few seconds with the next one. Devil May Hear. This is our music segment, and from this boy's standpoint, he's probably going to have a lot more to say, considering he's a musician. So, be right back in a second. Everybody, how you doing? All right, so Devil May Hear. This is my music segment. This is where we talk about all the things that I love to talk about. So, how did you get involved with Brackish Tide?
The original drummer is a good friend of mine, still is. He told me about a project that he was working on with some guys, and they had created some riffs, and they were jamming, and he just text me and see if it was something I might want to be involved in, and we all hooked up. I listened to him jam and listened to the riffs, and I said, screw it. I'd always been wanting, I was always a bass player before this, and I just wanted to step away from all of that and just do a little screaming.
Tell them what kind of bass player you were.
I spent 7 years in a country band. Did indeed.
Nah, I'm not going to knock country. I tell you what, they got a lot of songs that sound exactly the same.
Yeah.
So it must have been easy to play, right?
A lot of Johnny Cash, a lot of Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah, see, the older stuff and everything like that, I think had more meaning.
Yeah.
The country music and everything like that, but modern, they're just trying to be rock. So it just sounds like rock to me.
At the time that I joined the country band, there was nobody playing metal. Nobody wanted to play it, and I wanted to play music, so that's how I ended up playing country music for as long as I did.
Well,
But always a metalhead, always.
I was gonna say, thank holy hell, man, you're in a metal band now.
Yep.
And don't tell them who your new drummer is.
Okay, I won't. No, so we ended up I ended up staying along with them and taking the riffs and writing lyrics and wrote what pretty much became the whole first album.
Came pretty easy. I mean, like it seemed natural.
Oh,
that,
yeah.
that,
Oh,
so.
yeah.
So what inspires you to write lyrics?
Depends on what's going on at the time when the riff's given to me to work with. I Am the Goat was the very first song that I ever wrote lyrics to, and I was listening to a lot of Deicide and a lot of the black metal stuff. So there's kind of, those lyrics were kind of brutal and evil.
Yes, they are. But it's cool, man. I love that. I love like I said, you know, you guys got to check it out. Brackish Tide. They're on Facebook.
Oh yeah,
But,
and the album is available worldwide,
yes.
wherever you buy your music.
Yes. Unfortunately, I was not on the first album. I came in a little late, which is a bummer. But the next one's coming.
Yes,
It's gonna be just 4 times as brutal.
Oh yeah, better. You know, we've all. I mean, that was my first crack at ever writing anything, and we're all growing.
Oh yeah.
It's evolving.
It's a good album. I mean, it's a good record and everything.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
for what we had, the time, you know, we were trying to slap songs together just to have enough to do a record, and they were what they were.
Yeah. Hey man, I mean, it came out pretty good. And what's
Yes.
funny, one thing I found from that record is, especially with your vocal sounds exactly the same on the record as it does in real life. It's funny like that, because a lot of times that doesn't happen.
That was the guy that was recording this. I don't know what he was. I don't understand Pro Tools or whatever he was using, but he initially had me sounding, you know, not like myself, especially on the growly parts, and I kind of had to back that off because I want to be able to perform.
Yeah.
The album
Without bleeding.
Right. I can't sound like that.
Yeah, I was gonna say, some people, man, I tell you, I've seen, you see those videos in the studio and everything where they're, oh my God, they're bent over and they're just ripping it out and everything like that, and they're in between takes, they're coughing and hacking, and some of these dudes I've literally seen bleed, you know, from this, and I'm like, man, you're gonna be a vocalist for how long? 2, 3, 4, maybe years before you can't even speak anymore. But yeah, I respect the fact that you sing, you know, naturally and everything. It comes out and it sounds good. It sounds very, very different. You know, so it doesn't sound like the same old crap that most people just pump out religiously. You know, so what do you?
There's only been a couple times that I've walked away even feeling a little scratchy in the throat, so I know I'm doing it right.
Yeah,
you know,
absolutely. If you're nice and relaxed and loose and knocking it out, you know what I'm saying? That's what you got to do, is knock it out. So what do you want to get out of Brackish Tide? Like, what is other than just being in a band, just the sake of being in a band? What do you really want to get out of it?
Wow, it's become something that I totally enjoy. I didn't know when I got it into the band and started writing that I was going to enjoy it this much, but it's a lot of fun writing the riffs, getting into the creative state, getting your mind somewhere else.
Yeah.
It feels good.
That's all that matters, if it feels good, you know what I'm saying?
It feels good.
That's what it's all about, indulgence. So what other music projects do you have? Do you have anything else in the works, or you know?
Yeah, actually, I'm working on another dark ambient album, which I think we touched on earlier. This one's going to be released to a wider audience. There's going to be some distribution on this one. I don't know how soon that I'll get it done. I do have to work full time, and I am a daddy, so it's you know, my spare time comes whenever it comes, and sometimes it's not often, but.
I'm hearing a lot of excuses. How about you guys? It's just like reasons.
That's how it is, you dick.
Hey, remember, I have a full-time job, and I have 5.
Yeah, you got 5. You're weird.
5 children. 5 children. I was literally trying to build my own baseball team, but I just I figured maybe with the cost of housing nowadays and everything like that, when I'm going around looking for 6-bedroom houses, that gets a little tough. So
yeah, well, there's gonna be another Brackish Tide album, maybe by summertime.
Hopefully. Yeah.
I am involved in another music project that I'm not gonna talk about just yet.
Then why bring it up? God, man.
Love it.
It's teasing. He's a tease. That's what he is. He's just ruining everything. Now I'm gonna be wondering what's coming and everything like that.
You already know about it, so don't even play like that.
I've gotta play dumb for the audience here, man. It's gonna be awesome. So what is your all-time favorite music artist?
I love my James Hetfield, and yeah, he's been a huge influence in my life, and the Matt Barlow era of Iced Earth.
Matt Barlow, baby.
He's certainly, yeah, he's awesome.
Matt, if you ever do get a chance to watch this and everything, what's up, Matt? Dinner was great. We can't wait to get together with you again and have those beers. It's going to happen.
Absolutely. How about that? Actually getting to meet your hero and having dinner with him.
Yeah, that was awesome. Ask him who set that up.
Thank you, sweetheart.
That was great. That was great. Just seeing his face and everything like that. And I ruined it. Because we go to the diner, and I've got it all set up. I've got Barlow and his family coming in, and you're sitting there and everything like that. And I was dumb enough to wear an Ashes of Berries t-shirt, which is his current project, which completely, and the fact that we were so close to where Barlow lives, he pretty much knew it right off the bat and everything. So I kind of blew it. Wasn't a smart moment on.
Yeah,
on
well, that goes down in the books for me. Meeting Matthew.
Me too.
So it's not the first time I met him, but actually getting to sit down and talk to him and have dinner and pretty badass.
Yeah, man, I tell you, it was funny because I've met Matt Barlow twice. Once at his CD release party, once at a show before the show started. I saw him. There was a town around here that renamed themselves after Hill Valley for the Back to the Future anniversary last year. Mm-hmm. I saw him there, and every time I was just starstruck. I had this, moment and everything like that. But it was hilarious how easy I was able to talk to him for dinner.
Yeah, he's so down to earth. He's such a cool dude.
Yeah, it was like once the rock star thing was kind of peeled away and I saw him walking with his wife and kids and everything, I was like, oh, this is just a normal guy. Now I can talk. Right? So what are you listening to right now? Like what's filling your head right now?
Godsmack.
Godsmack?
Yeah.
Old God? Like, I mean, well, of course, most of it's old now, but I mean...
the 4th album, Shine Down. That's... the song Shine Down.
I was never a big Godsmack fan. I mean, they were... What was funny is, at the time when they first came out, I'll never forget the boss I had was completely knocking them. He was a big Rush fan. And he was, the whole time, he's like, you think Godsmack's going to be around in 5 years, 10 years? And I was like, you never know. And this was back in 2001. So yeah, they're still here. But yeah, I mean, Godsmack. Yeah, I wouldn't have expected that one. I was like, expecting you to say some kind of dark, deep death metal band from Sweden that I've never heard of or something. So
could have been. That's just what I was listening to on the way here.
Oh, that's it. Well, Godsmack's good stuff, so.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's I think my favorite two is the first two Godsmack albums, but that acoustic album they did.
Mm-hmm.
I love that acoustic album, and that one song they did with the singer from, I think the band's called Dropbox.
Mm-hmm.
That song was just amazing. I sang that song for months and months and months. So, but that was great.
Good stuff.
Absolutely. So, we're going to take another little stop here, and coming up next is Idle Hands. It's going to be a fun segment. It's a stupid segment. It's a worthless segment. So, stick around. It's going to be fun. What's up, everybody? All right, Idle Hands. We're going to get right into it. Let's see. What is your greatest vice?
I smoke cigarettes.
Now, as a Satanist who smokes cigarettes, that's pretty stupid, don't you think?
It is. It's very stupid.
Considering we're all about living long.
But I haven't quitting either. I did quit.
Did you quit? But you quit quitting.
No, I did not quit quitting.
So you didn't quit quitting, so technically you quit smoking.
Well,
Do you cheat?
For a minute.
Do you cheat?
Yes.
You're a cheater.
I am.
God, I knew it. He was a cheater. So let's see. What's the one thing that you waste way too much time with? Don't say smoking.
No, man, I don't know. I don't know, because I don't.
You don't waste time?
I really don't.
You sleep too much?
No, not enough, actually. Not enough. That's a hard one to answer. Cause
I'd say I waste my time on TV. I think I watch too much TV.
I hate TV. I don't even.
Really?
Yeah.
Nah. See, I'm a sucker for
Can't do it.
sitcoms and stuff like that.
Can't do it.
Oh, well, I was gonna ask you what your favorite TV show is.
Well, I can answer that.
Okay.
I don't watch it. I wait for the DVDs and I buy the DVDs.
Ah.
Salem.
Salem.
Yes.
I've
yes.
never seen that.
Game of Thrones. A lot of Game of Thrones stuff. I love the soundtracks to Game of Thrones. Good music.
I've only seen the first episode of Game of Thrones.
Loser.
What are they on, like season 10 or something like that, like season 6 or something?
I think 7, I think, is coming or something.
Yeah, I was gonna say, man, I dropped the ball on that one. So, what's your favorite book besides the Satanic Bible?
Oh, well. See, to deal with me, I've never been a big reader. I didn't just read as a hobby or anything until late in life. So, I like a lot of the Lovecraft stuff. Got a huge book. It's like that thick. A lot of his stories in it. It's called the Necronomicon. It's huge. It's like that thick.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's been popular because they're shorter than most. You know, like reading a book. I don't have time to do that. Sit down and read a whole book. I enjoy the short stories.
My thing is it's hard for me to read. Like, it's just, I guess I don't have the patience to read and everything. So it's really hard for me to read a book. If I've read a book from cover to cover, it must have been one damn amazing book.
Well, yeah, I mean, I have that same problem. I mean, it's certainly all the COS members that come out with stuff, those get read. You know, I can get through them pretty easy, but just like other nonsense, it's just weird spiritual religion stuff. I'll be interested in it to learn about it, and then I end up pitching it.
Yeah. Books by Eric Venor. Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Hail thyself.
Yeah, great book.
So, if you could pick one fictional character to bring to life, what would it be? Batman. Satan Man. So why Batman?
That was just awesome. It's just dark. He's weird. He's got his.
You just want to be a millionaire playboy, or you want to hang out with the millionaire playboy, right?
What's wrong with that?
What? I'm the millionaire playboy. No, I'm just kidding. All right, everybody, peroration. Wrapping up the show here in a few minutes. So, what is your all-time favorite quote and why?
I don't know who said it first, but live and let live.
Live and let live.
Gotta say, that's
Not live and let die.
well, that sounds better.
Live and let live. Oh man, wouldn't it be nice if everybody just did that? Live and let live.
People are too stupid to do anything that makes sense.
Yeah, no, it's funny, but you know what? Everyone is who they are, and if you're watching this and you don't believe that you should leave everybody alone, asshole. I mean, how you doing? So, well, I think we're going to go ahead and wrap her up here and everything like that. I know this first episode and everything, we've already had a few technical difficulties that you guys will never know about. So this one was a little bit more laid back. You know, he's actually here, whereas some of them are actually going to be on location. Some of them are going to be, you know, Skype call, you know, on the screen, you know, multi-angle, you know, and not all of the shows are going to be interviews. Some of them are going to be album reviews, book reviews, band interviews, you know, things of that nature. So it's actually going to be a very mixed up kind of thing. So it's going to keep everything interesting, and so hopefully you'll want to keep watching. But if you have any thoughts or anything that you didn't like about the show or anything like that, hey man, send me a message and everything, and I'll make sure to delete it. So, but you got anything you want to tell the people out there?
Yeah, actually, check out the Brackish Tide Facebook page.
Brackish Tide. Brackish Tide, yeah.
You can buy the album, CD or MP3 download. Pretty much anywhere that you buy your music has it.
It's good stuff, man. I'm telling you. So, got a book coming out. A lot of things coming from this gentleman and everything like that. Most people don't even know who he is, but now you do. So I want to thank everybody out there who's tuned in. If like I said, you know, share your thoughts about the show and everything like that. Stay tuned. There's a lot more coming. My next guest is Eric Venor. That's coming in December. That's going to be a great interview. So you don't want to stay. You want to absolutely tune in for that one. But man, I thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
And until next time, stay unholy, people.
Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.